Hello everyone, welcome to another movie zone with the Killster, King Kill here. Just doing something to pass the time here. I like to keep creative, and the whole isolation thing can make you bored, so I'm decided to come out with another movie zone. I've done a couple of them already since the lockdown, so I'm going to go over a few films, maybe a couple of film series tonight. I just go through a few different things. Won't be on for too long, but I just thought I would go through a few different movies with you all, and you can maybe check them out over the next while. They're all classics, no modern stuff on tonight's show. I did go over some good ones a couple of weeks ago, I remember, and then just went over some apps and stuff that I was into maybe a week and a half ago or so. So also, by the way, I do my radio shows on Mixler.com on a Friday or Monday night usually, so keep tuned in for them. And of course also just try and put some stuff on YouTube every now and again, and going to add some clips to this show. Actually, the last one I done was on Facebook Live, last movie zone, but I've decided I'm going to incorporate maybe some clips on this one, maybe edit it up a bit and make it a little more fancy for you all for a change. I haven't really edited movies, I haven't really done edited videos in a long time now, so I'm going to try and get back into that. Got some new editing software over the last while, so I'm going to try and get back into that, maybe edit up a little video and put it out there on YouTube. So without further ado, I'm going to have a look at the first of the films, and this one is a series of movies. It is, of course, the Tremors movies, and the first one was out in 1990, and this one featured Kevin Bacon, you may recall, and other big names in this one include Michael Gross, also of Family Ties fame, you may recall, Fred Ward, and Reba McEntire, of course, country music superstar from Tennessee. Reba McEntire is in that film also. Tremors 1, big hit back in 1990. One of the films that I really enjoyed. I remember watching it and thinking it was great, and then all of a sudden I watched the second one. That was also very good. I've seen the third one as well, which wasn't just as good. There's been a fourth and fifth as well. This is the box set. I haven't got around to watching the fourth and fifth, to be honest, but they are worth a watch. The first three are a lot of fun. Becomes a kind of a more gimmicky after the second one, but definitely great films. Let's have a look at a clip of Tremors.
Perfection. A scorched outpost in the middle of nowhere.
You know how close I am to leaving this place right now? How close?
Maybe that's why Val and Earl decided to leave town.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Hey, hold up. That's Edgar Deans.
They just picked the wrong day to do it.
Jeez. You guys better get the hell out of here. There's a killer on the loose. Who could be doing it?
Is that a snake?
I'll give you boys $5 for this. 20. That's how they get you. They're under the ground.
What the hell are those things? How could they eat a whole station wagon?
But where do they come from?
I vote for outer space. No way these are local boys.
You see, they're headed right for us.
No Richter scale can measure it.
They're coming!
No scientist can explain it.
Bert, they're under the ground.
You didn't get penetration even with the elephant gun.
Run, run!
And no one knows what to call it.
Megaworms or suckers or suckoids.
Now, this valley is just one long smorgasbord.
Now, it's up to Val and Earl to save the world.
That's one big mother.
Who died and made you Einstein?
And they know just what to do. Flip for it.
Damn.
Kevin Bacon, Fred Ward, Tremors.
Tremors, the Tremors collection. This is that was a clip of Tremors 1 there. Definitely worth a watch. The first one is titled Tremors. Second one's titled Tremors 2 Aftershocks. The third one is Tremors 3, which is Back to Perfection, you call it. The name of the place they're from is called Perfection. And the fourth Tremors movie is Tremors 4. Have a look here what the name of it is. The Legend Begins. So that's like a prequel to the other movies. And the 5th movie is Tremors 5. So definitely well worth a look at Tremors, and especially great in it is Kevin Bacon and his, he was of course in the 1990 first Tremors movie. So there you go. Okay, second movie we're going to talk about tonight is this one, Ruthless People, starring Danny DeVito, Bette Midler, also in this movie, the likes of George Reinhold. Of course, George Reinhold had just come off fame from the movie Vice Versa, and he was going into this one. This one actually came out. This one is made by, director of this one was Jim Abrams. One of the many great comedy movies of the late 1980s. Ruthless People is a fiendishly funny comedy from the creators of Airplane and Airplane 2, and of course it is stars Danny DeVito as Sam Stone, a loathsome millionaire who is very ruthless when his shrill wife Barbara, who's played by Bette Midler, is nabbed by inept kidnappers. One of which is George Reinhold. The other big role in this is Helen Slater, who's a lesser-known actress. Sam cries tears of joy and refuses to pay her ransom. Then, when the abductors threaten to kill the abrasive heiress, Sam takes immediate action. He celebrates Ruthless People. Raucous, outlandish, and one of the top box office movies of the late 80s. There you go. So, Ruthless People. Let's have a look at this one.
Now he's doing everything inhumanly possible so she'll never come back.
Don't you consider throwing a body off a cliff in the dead of night violent?
Nah, she'll be unconscious.
He's going to pay. He's going to pay.
Bad chance.
I'm going to drop the price to $10,000.
I'm being marked down.
That woman ain't coming back. Ruthless People.
There you go. Okay, the next movie, this is a double set of movies actually I'm going to have a look at this time. It is Teen Wolf and Teen Wolf 2. And the first one, of course, Teen Wolf stars Michael J. Fox, who had just come off the great fame of Back to the Future in 1985. And then, of course, he had family ties throughout the 80s, or the mid to late 80s. Of course, also starring the guy who was mentioned on the Tremors movies, which is, of course, Michael Gross, who played his father in the Family Ties series. Of course, Michael J. Fox in Teen Wolf, great film from back in, let me see what the year was on the box here. I think it was around 86. Am I right? Let me see. Yeah, 86. Teen Wolf, 1986. And then Teen Wolf 2 came out about 1990, and that starred Jason Bateman. Teen Wolf 2. Let's have a look at Teen Wolf.
For Michael J. Fox, life hasn't been easy.
Hello?
Hi. I'm going through changes.
His voice is changing.
Give me a keg of beer.
Is there anything wrong with me?
He's got hair on his chest. He's stopped being a boy.
What do you think about? To get worked up?
At last, he's become...
Scott? Scott Howard? This is your father speaking. Now open this door right this minute.
a wolf.
An explanation is probably long overdue.
Dad, an explanation? Look at me. Look at you.
He's always wanted to be something special, but he never expected this. Teen Wolf. He's got style.
There's something different about you. Did you change your hair?
He's got class.
Wolf, wolf, wolf. Ah! Wolf person. Wolf.
He's got hair all over his body.
Wolves aren't supposed to be shy.
He's a wolf in teen's clothing. And tonight is his night to howl. Teen Wolf, a new comedy with Michael J. Fox, star of Back to the Future.